you know, right? If they just were to stumble upon a lecture or two without having no history, because we can only tell, although as long as we take, it's still spotty. You got to get about, if you get 10 of these boys, you'll say, yeah, man, I got it now. Even 5 will get you in the kitchen, right? So just imagine. Do our allies know that there's somebody that ain't never given up on the struggle, like they never gave up on their struggle, the Chinese? What about us? We never gave up on it, ours neither. And we with you. We was with you when it cost. We was with you when it cost. And you talking about the long march, that was way back in the old days, you know. It wasn't no free ride, you know. And then for them to think that you can't do nothing, me and you, on our own, no way, without somebody else telling us, you know. No, I gave great lectures. I used to become part of the JCs in prison. And my friend was a rich Christian Arab, and he was one of my friends. He's the one that taught hypnotherapy to our class and everything, but I was teaching him how to do time. And I had him lifting weights and punching the bag, and he would say, we had discussions on discipline, like to stop smoking. Is hypnosis better or is discipline better? Well, of course, in those days, I was in discipline. So a frustration is frustration that they can be floated out. I said, how you feel? Well, I feel fine. I said, what you been doing? I said, I've been running with you and lifting weights. And anything else? Yeah, I've been hitting the bag. I said, how's the bag do with pin-up stuff? Man, that's right. It feels pretty good. I get rid of it. I said, you're doggone right. You punch that bag, you're going to put whoever you don't like right on that bag, and you can beat them to death. Right? Okay, so he talked, he believed you want to quit smoking, you could just float out of it. And I said, the discipline of it, you know. So I shared some of his ideas, but I would be more on the disciplinary part of it. But in the meantime, he would say, or we'd go to class, we went to them classes together, JCs and all that. Because technically he might as well been white. You know what I mean? Because his girlfriend was a big white model. He was one of the rich Arabs that pulled them big rich schemes. He was not a poor, you know, he was a rich Christian Arab from Palestine. And he was pro-Palestinian. I used to have him, I get back to the point. I would have him help me with my Arabic, but to this day, I don't believe he know Arabic. You know why? Because hell, he was just saying, and I would read it, and he'd just say, And I was thinking, well, he'd been in America this long. But to study with him, he was a big salesman. He gave me the best sales tapes you could ever have. His friend Gordon, which became a good friend of mine, Solar Sam, we was calling, he was teaching me about photovoltaic cells back in those days, in 1979, 80. Because we'd have classes. And Solar Sam was a guy that was in the penitentiary because he built houses that were super energy. He was up in Oregon and Washington. Was super, you know what I mean? They didn't let nothing out. And if you got 2 minutes of sunshine a day, that boy would heat you up the rest of the day. That's what he was in jail for. Because of the white folks, if they put the energy companies, right? Shell had him put in penitentiary. You could read his case, and we knew what it was. Everybody knew what it was. But we used to call him Solar Sam. He had a little diagram, and it was good. And that's all he wanted to do was build those kind of houses. The white folks didn't want him to build. Oh, no. We're going to write you in the pen to you. So I used to go to those classes, and they was teaching me about photovoltaic cells and all that, and this how. And I'm thinking, well, I'll go on and learn this. But now I hear on the news photovoltaic cells. I said, man, they taught me this stuff 40 years ago. You know what I mean? But anyway, about these ideas and about being associated with up-to-date news and up-to-date information. As a society moves forward, they think a lot of times that we can't do things for ourselves. So I'm gonna just say this is what I meant to say. We was having a class one day, and what you was gonna do was give a talk on the principles of the JCs, you know, stuff like that. So, you know how Negroes is. I was the last one. They gave me a thing on the principles. I incorporated all the principles. This is on brotherhood, this is brotherhood, that in a hood of a car, give you protection and all that. So brotherhood, they said. So he told me, he said, they think somebody's coaching you. The other white people. He said, they think, he know how white folks think. And we're good friends. He said, they think somebody's coaching you. They don't think you figured it out yourself. He knew I did, but he said, they think somebody's coaching you because, you know, he didn't say your people, but he could have. I wouldn't have been mad. He could have said, everybody knows that niggas can't think like that unless somebody tell them. Communism, socialism, transition, niggas don't have enough sense to know when they're oppressed. Just because you're hanging them, burning them alive and killing them, hell, why would they want something different unless somebody come from somewhere else and tell them that, hey, you guys are being murdered and lynched and hung, and right? Can you imagine? That's what they think. That we ain't got, boy, I'm telling you. So anyway, we can fly under that a lot, which we do. We fly right under that stuff, right up on Boss Man, because he's arrogant and he don't think, because we whoops Boss Man up close, just like Japanese was doing, just like Chinaman doing, oh, bossy. We whoops him all the time. The proof is we're here. So anyway, I don't want to wear y'all out. But the thing is, we just want to wrap up some of the things we're doing. This is in our next phase. The reaching out to the youth. And the maybe Tuesday, we should have our meeting like where we don't record anything. We just think about the things that we could do and do a meeting analysis of what, you know, all of us just get involved a little. I'll have an outline of a little bit of, I think those introductions of our supporters, which are y'all, would be good to do because people could hear from somebody else. You know what I mean? Instead of me, like I'm telling them all this and that. That's a good nigga, that boy, but he be stretching out. But you know, to somebody to verify, no, I have seen this. I have, you know, everybody do whatever they think in their own words. So we should do a few of those things. And that'll do for now. So in the meantime, we'll get on our little busy stuff And we're going to do our daily work schedule, whether the white man like it or not. I don't care what he put in the food. All I do is, like I was doing from time to time, I won't eat nothing unless I go to the store and buy it myself and eat it in the store. Right? Eat it there, and then I can't do nothing, right? All this stuff is too simple. And if it combines wrong, so the white man gave me a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'll combine new types of enemas with maybe sometime I'll try some ginger or something. You know, yeah, I got all kind of stuff I can try. I have fun with it. Learn stuff. That's how you beat the white man. You just learn. It's a learning environment. And what we said, and I'll close with this, that we'll be able to learn in public. Right? That's what we're doing. We're talking in public, but we learn in public. We're learning in public. And this is something that very few people have to where they want to share that, oh, this is my personal life. Well, sometimes you ain't got no personal life. Yo, this is your life, huh? It's your life, my behind. Allah give you that to survive it, to tell everybody else. And I'll close with this, because As-Sabiqun are either those who show the way, which we are now, and if necessary, those who lead the way. And later on, whichever way, we're prepared. We're prepared to show the way right now, because that's what we're doing. This talk is showing people what it is. They don't have to do nothing. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. We didn't mean to just talk, but that's the way boss man is sending it. Are there any questions, any comments?
Actually, no, just a few of the brothers giving salams. Let me check YouTube. No, it's just Khadijah on YouTube.
You know what?
Oh, hold up, no, we got one brother. One brother said, "This man is the truth. Khadijah, you are a troll." I don't know. If you know what a troll is, like an internet troll. Okay, all right. But yeah, someone called her a troll. She is. She's a troll.
It doesn't make any difference. You know, like, you got to remember, they play their part too.
Right.
They play their part too. And sometime Allah sends you something. This proves your rehabilitation of it. Which book is that you got?
No, AI Superpowers, China, Silicon Valley, and the New World Order. I was trying to find something they had talked about, Chiang
Chiang Kai-shek.
And it referred, no, what's the one you said, it doesn't matter if it catches...
Yeah, Deng Xiaoping. Deng Xiaoping.
It mentions something like that in here.
Right.
And so I was trying to find it, but it was just interesting. I got the book. I was like, man, this is exactly what...
No, but okay. Now remember, I'm not bragging, but if I was, you know, you probably listened to some of them, like this Kishore Mura, all those kind of people.
Yeah.
When I listen to those kind of people, ain't none of them out in front of me.
Right.
None of them. I don't care. Some of them have some interesting things. I learned from them. Some of them, like Rudd, whatever his name is, he was ambassador, a big shot down in Australia. They have some interesting points. And when I listen to them now, it's like listening to people who are the best I can give them is their contemporaries. They would be contemporaries. I mean, the baddest ones, all these big shots. They're really, everybody want them. You're the one that wrote this book on this. You're the one. Okay. To us, those people are contemporaries. So I don't have to do as much research as I used to. I can listen to them, and I cut out, you know, because some of them are going to be really telling the truth. Some of them have to tell the truth to write them books and stuff. But I have not heard none of them say anything that was beyond, you know.
I can actually, and it goes to what you said we need to do. You know, I listened to him for a while, but I can actually say I've heard that before.
Right.
Years ago.
Right.
So, you know, because that's always been my you know, the way I analyze it. You know, I'm gonna filter it through here.
Right.
So, whoever it is, I can say, well, I've heard that. You know, so this isn't new, and I know I feel the same way. Yeah.
Well,
I
see,
definitely feel the
no,
same way.
we got to influence a lot of people. Like, for instance, the great motivational speakers. Their historical thing has been motivating people to visualize big barrels of money. Visualize, we got to get to them and say, now, y'all did a good job on that. Y'all got everybody motivated on. But how about thinking? See, we have to influence as many, getting them thinking. All of them, approach all of them, either individually or collectively. Hey, how about this new world? You see where that is already.
Right.
Is that where it's going to stay? Or can you improve? So we hand them the approval. Can you evolve to where now you tell the people, or you share with the people this new possibility, this beyond just money. Maybe money is included, but a new world to make them think. And some of them are motivational and they're positive thinkers. Hey, the nigga's right. You know what I mean? Let's try it too, or even if it's a few of them pick it up to where that's the new fashion, that's the new trend. It's how to make a better world. See, where this is like a dance. We want to share this dance that everybody like with everybody, where they can all learn how to do it. We want all the white folks to learn how to do the twist. The twist came out of Hank Ballard and the Midnighters back in 1955, but by 1961, Chevy Checker had all the white folks doing the twist. Right? And they thought he made the twist. They would swear Chevy Checker, you know, made the twist. And, okay. So it's the same thing with this. And it's also the same thing with Negroes, with Imams, with all of these people. If we have to encourage them, or in a way to say the things that we've always said, it doesn't make no difference who gets the credit. You know what I mean? For this. That's the key. For them, you get the credit. So we may have to urge them, man, if you do this, you're going to get all the credit for doing it. Is that right? So they might go, so who cares, right? Who cares, right? Anyway, are there any more?
Oh, no, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So did you? Yeah, you could turn it off.